George Clooney recalls losing Thelma Louise' role to Brad Pitt. "I was annoyed." George Clooney is reflecting on what could have been and how one role in the early 90s quietly shaped the trajectory of two Hollywood giants. Today, Clooney is recognized as one of the most charismatic and influential actors of his generation. But long before the fame, the awards, and the iconic roles, he was a young performer desperately trying to break free from television and find his place on the big screen. While speaking to the Sunday Times, the 64-year-old actor revisited a moment that has stayed with him for decades. The moment he came painfully close to securing a role with J.D. in Ridley Scott's 1991 film Thelma Louise, only to watch that life-changing opportunity slip into the hands of the then largely unknown Brad Pitt. Clooney recalled those days with vivid clarity, because in many ways, the audition felt like his first real shot at stepping into serious film acting. After years of appearing in sitcoms and television dramas, he believed this could be the project that finally moved him beyond the small screen and into Hollywood's inner circle. "I got to the final test for a role in Thelma and Louise," Clooney said, still half amused and half exasperated by the memory. And Motherf, Brad got it. The way Clooney describes it makes it clear that losing the role wasn't just disappointing. It stung because he thought he was right on the edge of a breakthrough. The irony, of course, is that Brad Pitt was in a very similar place at the time. He too had been doing small TV roles, trying to prove himself, searching for the one opportunity that would let the industry see what he was capable of. And Thelma and Louise became that moment for him. Once the film released, Pitt's brief but unforgettable appearance as a charming drifter J.D. turned him into an overnight sensation. His performance didn't just impress audiences. It launched him straight into movie stardom. Clooney admitted that seeing Pitt soar with the very role he had hoped for made him so frustrated that he avoided watching the film entirely. "I didn't watch Thelma and Louise for years because I was annoyed," he confessed. The part launched his career in film. He was doing sitcoms and crap before, so when it was a thing that could have launched me. His honesty reflects not jealousy, but the real vulnerability of an actor who knew he had been inches away from a life-changing moment. But time has a way of shifting perspective. Clooney and Pitt eventually became close friends, starring together in Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, and several other high-profile collaborations. Their on-screen chemistry and off-screen friendship turned them into one of Hollywood's most beloved duos. And eventually, Clooney finally sat down to watch Thelma and Louise, only to realize that the casting had been perfect. "He gives me S," Clooney joked about Pitt teasing him. "But, of course, when I saw it, I was like, well, it had to be that guy." In that simple admission, Clooney acknowledged what the rest of the world already knew. Brad Pitt was undeniably the right choice for J.D., and the role fit him in a way that few actors could have matched. Interestingly, Brad Pitt has also reflected on how unpredictable the casting process had been for him. In a 2023 interview with W Magazine, Pitt revealed that he didn't get the part immediately, not once, but twice. "They went through a couple of other actors before offering it to me," he said. "I didn't get the part at first, and then it came back around, and I didn't get it again. And I went, huh? All right, moving on. And then it came back around again. I feel like it was 3 times. His story shows that even roles that seem destined often come with a series of near misses and uncertainties. But in the end, persistence and a bit of fate landed Pitt the job that became his entry into the Hollywood big leagues. One of the film's most iconic scenes, the steamy love scene between Pitt and Geena Davis, went on to become a major pop culture moment. Pitt has spoken fondly about filming it, recalling how nervous he was and how gracious Davis had been throughout the process. "Geena was so sweet and kind and delicate," Pitt said. "That love scene, I think, went on for 2 days of shooting. She took care of me." Though the scene was provocative and daring for its time, it also showcased Pitt's natural charm, giving audiences a first glimpse of the movie star he would soon become. For her part, Geena Davis later praised Pitt for his talent and star power, even remembering the confidence and raw potential he brought into the audition room. "He just has it," she told people in 2020. "I could tell when he was auditioning that he was super talented. He has done so many incredible things over the years." She added, "He really is the star of the moment, which is fabulous, and it is just great to see." Her words highlight the instinctive recognition actors sometimes have for one another's abilities, a recognition that transcends competition and goes straight to artistic appreciation. Looking back now, Clooney speaks about the whole incident with humor and humility. Losing the role to Pitt didn't destroy his career. If anything, it pushed him to keep working harder until ER turned him into a household name and opened the doors to countless film opportunities. Today, both men stand among Hollywood's most respected performers, admired not just for their talent, but also for their longevity, work ethic, and generosity. And the story about Thelma and Louise is transformed from a painful memory into a funny chapter in the long, intertwined history of two iconic actors whose careers have both defined and shaped modern Hollywood.